Hey, Frank, welcome to the Ride Boundless podcast.
Hey.
Great to have you. I just met you last Saturday. I mean, I've seen you around. I've seen your bikes or your bike around. But I was a judge. It was the first EV meetup thrown at the BikeShed officially. 'Cause I guess it's the second one, right?
Yeah.
And I was one of the judges, and your bike won first place because you paid me a lot of money so I can win. I'm just kidding. No. Your bike looks amazing. You have a LiveWire 2022.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this build that you did. Let's talk about Saturday when we met.
You know what? Saturday was kind of crazy because people told me, you should come, put it in there. And then, okay, I guess. Because it's not quite done yet. I mean, it's 90%.
Yeah.
So maybe a little hesitant to come down because, other bikes are going to be there, builders. And I'm like, oh, no.
Right.
So, but the original inspiration was 2018 when I saw.
Well, 2018 is when you got into motorcycles.
Yes, I just got into it, and I went to Aircraft Museum.
Yeah.
Out in Palm Springs.
Oh yeah, I love that place.
Yeah, they have a P40, and that was my inspiration at that point.
Really?
So
that just stuck with you. That made an impression.
Yes.
Was that the first time you were at the Air Museum?
Yes.
Aviation Museum?
Yeah.
In Palm Springs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time we just drove. I thought, okay, stop. Okay, fine.
Check it out.
Yeah, I took my kids. They could have cared less, but
Yeah. They're like Palm Springs.
girls.
Yeah.
And younger, so they didn't care about that.
Did you stop by the casinos?
No.
No. Good.
I do not gamble.
Good. Yeah, gambling sucks.
No.
No, hold on. I got. I don't know. There it is. Casinos suck. Now I know where everything's at.
I don't know if casinos suck.
Yeah.
I
No,
just-
they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're fun. Yes. Yes, they're fun. They're fun. No, but yeah, you don't gamble. That's good.
No.
Yeah.
I think so. That was my inspiration.
What just to dig a little bit more into the aviation in Palm Springs and that, what was that the main reason you went to Palm Springs? Was that the
No.
first? Yeah.
Actually, it was my father-in-law's 86th birthday. I want to say 86th birthday, yeah. So they always meet in Palm Springs. So we were out there.
Yeah.
So
And then you stopped at
just
the aviation this
came
time.
by, yeah.
Yeah.
on the way out. So
So you saw that airplane, you were inspired.
I
And,
made
and then what was the next move? Because in 2018, were you into motorcycles yet or not yet?
actually kind of. I built my first bike 5 years earlier. An inspiration off of the R32
Yeah.
BMW, all electric, and had no idea about any way of putting an electric bike together. Or
Now, you just to clarify, because we spoke about this, you created a BMW inspired motorcycle where you made the frame, you made pretty much the molds, the tank, like
yes,
you made everything from
scratch.
scratch.
yes,
And you were inspired by a motorcycle, and you did this. And prior to this, you never had a motorcycle in your life.
no, which is crazy. I grew up in Germany.
Yeah.
All my friends had mopeds and 150s, 125. Like, I never did. It's strange.
Yeah.
And then here, I turned 50 and said, where was I? I went somewhere and I saw an R32. And I said, I want one of those.
Yeah.
That can't be crazy expensive.
Right.
Yeah, no. You know what? I think some show. And they said, no, there's only like 7 or 10 of these in the world.
Yeah.
So, no, you can't have one.
Oh my God.
So I looked on the internet, did drawings, and said, I'm going to make one. And then I'm going to make it electric. Why not?
Why not?
So,
And you never built the motorcycle, and you never built anything electric.
no, not at all, which is crazy.
So how did it go? What were the steps? What happened?
Phew.
Did you find like a blueprint on Google?
I found a blueprint on Google, drew it up, and come a year later, bought batteries, bought a hub motor out of China, and you need a lot of batteries. I'm going like, okay, this frame is too small. my drawing. So drawing got expanded, so I'm like 20% bigger than the original, and it just morphed and went bigger and bigger, and put batteries in, and then the trouble starts. I got it to run, but then charging, you need a management system. Oh, okay. So I bought one of those out of China online.
Right.
Put it together as I thought, and okay. But then the batteries ran out, and I plug it in, and it says, no, thank you. So it's a paperweight now.
It's a paper. It's a big paperweight.
Yeah, an expensive paperweight.
May I ask how much you put into it?
I think I put 80 grand into it.
80 grand into it.
Yes.
And now it's just an $80,000 paperweight.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's like
That's awesome because it's what it represents, and you'll never forget it. And
no,
I mean, people go to casinos and spend 80 grand and have nothing to show.
Yeah.
You have a paperweight.
You know, what I have really to show for me is internally saying, I set out to do something that I've never done and did it, finished it, and learned a lot about myself on the way.
Yeah.
I learned I have much more curse words than I previously thought. You know, you go like,
yeah.
So there's some of that for sure.
I'm going to send you a post that I saw recently. That's just, it's talking about exactly this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, now a friend of mine said to me, you know what? You should take it to the Quail, the motorcycle show up in San Luis Obispo, I think it was, in that area.
Is it the classic one?
Yes.
Yeah, and in Monterey County.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful there.
He entered it in. He did all the arrangement, and we put it on the truck and pulled it up there.
Nice.
Entered it in, and they're going like, we don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
Because it's electric, custom, something.
It's electric, custom.
Yeah.
And it's not a brand, and we don't know who built it. And
Yeah. So, but it was in the show, and, you know, people looked at it. It was kind of cool. It was fun.
That's awesome.
At that point, I also had to decide to get a motorcycle license.
Yeah. You're going to start making motorcycles.
If you want to ride it, you better know how.
Yeah.
So I went and took the MSF.
Yeah.
Man, as soon as I had that course done, got the license, I got a bike. I need a bike.
Yeah.
And I bought a Triumph
To match, to match your license.
So yes.
Yeah.
Oh, after that it is.
Well, I'll tell you, it's funny because you're talking so casually and common sense, but the American way is you buy a motorcycle that you don't need first, you ride it for like a few years, and then you decide to get a driver's license.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're better off than most people, but that's how a lot of people do it, especially when they're younger and get into
Yeah.
the
Well, see, I'm older. That's the problem.
wiser.
We're wiser.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, but I think for me, I like mechanics. I mean, that's what I do. I operate in sculpting and painting. So, in a way, you need the license so you know how to operate the machinery that you're going to use.
Right.
So I'm a fan of instructions, and now it became a disease. I call it a disease. I know some people don't like that word.
Yeah.
I have to ride. It is essential to well-being.
It's so important. I mean, as men, as motorcycles brings in so much. You know what it is? It's the craziness, and it gives you peace because you're looking at where you're going. The car in front of you, where his wheels are pointing, his mirror, is he paying attention? Is he not paying attention? What's behind you? Who's next to you? Who's riding? You're so. It's I don't even know what's the word I'm looking for, but it's so in depth.
Yeah.
That it relieves you off everything else, and
tell
like you are in the zone.
I'll tell you what I use, what I say. But my saying is, it's meditation in motion.
It's meditation in motion.
It is like any other meditation to me. like Tai Chi, perhaps.
Yeah.
Slow, soft,
But it's
focused.
It is.
Yes.
But to get a little bit deeper, I have met people, and maybe I'm one of those people, but I know people that go to New York, and when they get to New York, they're at peace. Taxis and the lights, and they're like, oh, like there's like a hyper
hypersensitivity to that.
Where other people get there and they're overwhelmed. They're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, and I don't know, maybe that's another disease I'm talking about.
No. Puts a smile on my face. My favorite city is New York.
Yeah.
I
love New York.
The intensity. I like so much about it,
Yeah.
But I think it is, for me, really mechanics and the focus on what does it feel like. And I have to say, I've taken 30 some odd classes in the last 6 years.
So to work on bikes and stuff.
No, to ride. Riding classes.
For safety courses.
Oh, yeah, safety courses.
Oh, have you done a rawhide?
Rawhide. I've done rawhide.
Yeah, gym.
I've done super bikes, motocross. I've done all the classes.
Yeah.
I do the ones with Inglewood PD, Anaheim PD, LA PD, Riverside.
Oh, you're all about it.
I'm all about it. I want...
It's necessary.
You know what? The feedback you get. You think you're good? No. Yeah. Every time I come, I'm like, no, I got this. And then you go like, listen, you've been here before. I know. But listen, here's what it is. And then go, oh, I didn't... There's the nuances, and that's why I go. It's like the feedback you get, it's like, oh, man, yes. I get reminded you're not as good as you think you are.
Right.
And that's why I do it. It's fantastic. I love it. I love every minute.
What bike do you take out there? Is it the Triumph?
I don't know. GSA.
Yeah. GSA. You can do all those courses.
It's like
piece of cake.
Not even a challenge.
Yeah.
Which is not nice. they call it a cheater bike.
Yeah, it is a cheater bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But I love the balance.
It's Jim Hyde.
Yeah.
Jim Raw. He's the one that told me that when I took, because I took 2 courses there and I had him on the podcast twice. We talked about that a GS feels and looks like an elephant, but it's nimble like a mouse.
Oh, absolutely.
Once you learn how to ride it, it's nimble like a mouse. And that's the perfect description of the GS.
When I took the class, Jim is going like, you guys, listen, first day in, you're going to be okay. Trust me. Just listen to the instructions. This bike can do anything.
Yeah.
And he's right.
It could do anything. Yeah.
I had street tires on mine when I did it.
Really?
They're going like, you out of your mind. I said,
you're like, yeah.
That's what I have. So, but you learn so much more in the dirt. Oh my goodness, it's fantastic. What coming from street classes, then going to dirt, it helps. It makes a difference.
It makes a humongous difference.
You're feeling sand on the street. All of a sudden now you have a different reaction. You can be more nimble. You be relaxed within that stress environment, because if you've done it before, it's not new and it's not sudden.
Well, it's one, you're right. It's the practice that you get from it.
Yeah.
But 2, which is more important, is learning the capabilities of what the motorcycle actually does.
Absolutely.
Because people have such a fear of dropping it, or it doesn't lean enough, or it's maybe top heavy, but it's not top heavy. People have this preconceived notion of a fear. I forgot what movie it was from, but it was like fear stands for false evidence appearing real.
Okay. Yeah.
Abbreviation.
Yeah.
But people have that with motorcycles, and they don't properly learn their acceleration, their stopping power, where to put the feet down, where not to put the feet down. Suspension adjustments. There's many things. It's very intricate.
Oh yeah.
Anybody can jump on a bike. That's fine. But I am a strong believer, and I've said this so many times. This is over 130 episodes. I've said this a million times. I am a strong believer that 95% of motorcycle accidents is rider error.
Oh yeah, no, you can see it. Yeah.
You could tap. Totally see it.
I mean, I drive down the street. I'm going like, oh my God, this guy.
What the
seriously?
Yeah.
But it reminds me of saying, you got to do better. You know
Right.
better. You have done something. Now remember and apply it.
Right.
You know, it's tough. I'm not going to lie. I
Yeah.
am a canyon chaser with my GS.
Yeah.
It's a reminder to say, ride your own ride, stay in your own space. You know, it is not easy,
Yeah.
but that's why you need to take courses to remind you of where you need to be, I think.
I agree with that. The only
know.
thing I'd challenge to that is sometimes writing is too easy. Because overall,
Yeah.
I'm getting back to your point. Sometimes writing is too easy that people let their guard down.
Oh,
And they should never
Yeah.
let their guard down.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's like we 1 down, 5 up, boo boo boo.
yeah.
But it's like you really like one little hair
Yes.
off anything, like
Yeah.
you're toast.
Yes.
You're
I can
toast.
contest to that. My first GS, I crashed.
Did you?
Yeah. Sunset Boulevard.
What happened?
Yes. Not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what? Just before you hit PCH on Sunset, before that fire station, there's a switch. I'm coming around. Okay, yes, at 70,
Yeah.
and it's a 40. After the rains, washed out road,
Yeah.
just that dirt on the road. I saw it. I didn't do what I'm supposed to do. I hit that, shot straight across the street. I mean, crashed, total.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
You
lucky
totaled the bike?
total, like
GS or GSA?
GS.
GS, yeah.
Yeah, the front end completely crashed. I was nothing left. I was going way too fast.
How about you?
Nothing, not a scratch.
Oh, God bless.
Gear.
Gear. That's another one people don't pay attention.
No.
Did you get the airbag?
Nope, no
Oh, you
airbag.
got the
but,
airbag. No, now.
um,
It's pretty cool.
yeah, okay. All right.
It's pretty cool. No, it
Yeah.
truly is cool.
Yeah.
The
No, I think-
the Climb has an artificial computer chip in the back. It senses that if you impact and stop and rotate at a certain
Yeah.
thing between 0.00004 faster than the blink of eye, it just fills up and protects all your immediate organs, your bones.
Actually, I thought about getting one, yes.
Yeah.
And then I got a suit. So, I don't know, a racing suit.
Okay, so you guys, but you
Yeah.
can put under your suit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they're pretty amazing, And I think isn't a Climb German?
Klim.
Clim.
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. And here's one of my things. I know very little about motorcycling, like brands, things. It
Gear.
is funny. Like people, that Suzuki industry. Like, no,
Yeah.
I just started, and I'm very focused on what I have, what I do.
Right.
So I'm a little narrow-minded on some, or not well versed in some of the other
Some of the gear and stuff like that.
gear and bikes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm a newbie, so
Yeah.
to say.
FNG.
FNG.
Yeah, fucking new guy.
Oh, okay.
No, but that's fine because I've been doing. See, it's different. I've been riding for like 23 years,
Okay.
and there's just so many more companies right now, like aftermarket parts. What do you think of the coffee?
Oh, this is great coffee.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's there's so many companies right now making parts for all and the thing is you have like 20 companies making products for Harley, 20 companies making products for Triumph, 20 companies, and there's so many. There's always new stuff. I just saw a video somebody sent me. Now they created a new backpack with helmet that has Bluetooth connected lights, LED lights, and when you push the brakes, brake.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
Which I think is good for the most of it is for majorities is great.
Right.
I mean,
for the mass.
yeah. Going back to the LiveWire.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Bosch system, but that's me
Yeah.
because I unfortunately ride it harder.
Yeah.
I come in too hard. You can adjust it somewhat, but it wants
The Brimbos.
the gyro system.
Oh, the gyro system.
That's built in.
Yeah.
So it stands the bike up. It helps you control, and it's tied in with ABS and traction control.
But still, it's not there.
Don't push it. That's what I say. You have to adjust it, and I did on the computer system where we
Oh, you modified it.
Yeah,
You got into it.
Yes, lower the. I mean, ABS, bring it down, bring everything down. Different ride modes, custom ride modes, so you can dial it in.
Yeah.
It's still. It's not a race bike. Okay,
Right.
there you go. That's what it is. And I'm actually going out.
But I don't think anybody buys it thinking it's a race bike.
Yes, except for me. And then I make it a bomber. I don't know what does that.
Which we got to go back to in a second.
Yes. No, but I love bikes. It's when I started, I have to say, Harley guys were these typical Harley guys. So I'm going to go, oh, I don't know. Now I appreciate a Harley. I appreciate every bike. I talk to bikers. It's now, this is what you do. This is life.
Yeah.
It's like fascinating to me how I changed by just getting a bike.
By getting a bike, yeah.
It's
Here's the other thing talking about, because this just happened on Friday. Jaime and I, we were going to Advent Black. Black. They make a bunch of parts.
Yeah.
And he has a Triumph, LiveWire, a BMW, and he just got the Harley. He used to ride Harleys a long time ago, but he hasn't ridden Harleys a long time ago. So now he just got a new Harley. I have the LiveWire, had the GS, that's accident, and then I have the LiveWire GS, and then the Streak Light, the bagger.
Oh, okay.
And
what did he get?
He got the Dyna ST.
Okay.
Okay. And he's 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". He had to get forward controls. Let me tell you, since he got this thing, his riding, his enjoyment of like, he wears a full face helmet. He is smiling. You could see it.
Yes.
And my other point is that when we went and we were driving back from Pomona, that was like the perfect description of Harley Davidson riding in California. Like, there's something about California, long rides, Harley Davidson, that it just feels so amazing, man. There's nothing. I love Ducati. I love Triumph. I love all that.
Yeah.
But like, here, I'll tell you how I describe this. When I would ride the GSA, I had it all painted white. I had the clear water lights.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I was seeing it's nimble. I can ride anywhere. Everywhere I went, people thought I was like a police bike, and people respected the bike and moved the hell away. When I ride the Harley, I feel like you know, I'm going to grab a bat and just break things. Like, you feel like a gangster or something, but it's so well respected. It's not respected. It's feared almost, and people move out of the way. And then when I get on the LiveWire, I feel like a ninja. I feel like I'm you know, I'm just trying to, like, you don't see me, I'm going to get past you. You know, and it's very ninja and it's silent.
That's why I have many more bikes. That's just part of the deal.
That's part of the process.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, you can't have one.
No, because it's different emotional connection to your environment. Really. Yeah. I mean, I could see being on a Harley, and it is much more freeing in a way.
It's more freer. It's more free, but I'm telling you, when you do these long rides, you're just so comfortable, and you're just like, the riding posture's better. You're like, you're literally screaming America, da, da. You know, I do you know Eagle Riders?
Yes.
Okay. So I was at Eagle Riders in 2015, and they sell a lot of tours to Germans.
Yes, they do. I'm familiar with that. I've seen it. Yeah.
So I got to witness a tour coming from a group from Germany, like 40, 50 people, and they were finishing a trip from Chicago, Route 66, 14 days, and they were ending up at Eagle Riders.
Yeah.
And I see these all 6'3", 6'4" German dudes riding their Harley Davidsons, getting off, and they would start crying. And I'm like, dude, you okay? They're like, oh, this was a dream, like, to come to America on Route 66. And one of them was like, I had the Elvis Presley poster with Elvis on the Harley, and I've always wanted to do. Like, it's not gonna be the same on a Ninja or a Triumph or a LiveWire.
No,
it's not.
No,
like, there's something different about it.
There is. It's also a big cultural difference. You come from Germany, where you have, 20 miles an hour in the city. Restrictions, you can't modify bikes.
Right.
It's a different type of riding, I think, than here, especially when you're going cross country on a Harley. That's, I guess, quintessential freedom.
Right.
Really, you know.
That's another thing that a lot of Europeans tell me is that one thing that they love about riding in America is that in Europe, there's a lot of mountains. There's a lot of
everywhere.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
Which it's funny because all the Americans want that.
Yes.
You know, we're like, oh, there's no, let's go to the canyons, you know?
Yeah.
But the Europeans want open road of just unlimited.
We always want what we can't have.
Always.
Or we don't have, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
that's why we got to spend 6 months there, 6 months here,
Yeah.
bada bing, bada boom, you know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
To retire, that's what I need to do.
Yeah. Hey, coming up. Let's get back to your bike.
Yeah.
So then you set up your bike. Now you molded. You built. What did you build? How would you describe it?
Well, how do we describe
Let me
this?
turn on the air.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Pretty old school because I'm an old guy, I guess. So when I saw LiveWire had an event up at the Rock Store, you can ride it. I said, oh, why not? Let me try it. So I tried it, and it rides.
Oh, so you just got it recently.
Oh yeah, no, this is now 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, I know.
Recently.
Yeah, I rode it and I said, this rides so much better than some other electrics I had the chance to ride.
Hint, hint.
Yes, because zero time was there. So, anyway,
No.
but,
Beep.
and I looked at the shape and immediately saw it's big, it's boxy, it's a block P40.
Yeah.
And it's not a race bike, but it is a valid motorcycle machine. I took it down Mulholland, and you can ride this. You can ride this spiritedly. How about that?
Yeah.
And I said, this is the bike to get. After that, then I called. What is his name?
A fun?
No, I have not met him yet.
Diego?
Young kid.
Luis?
No.
BikeShed?
Dylan.
Oh,
Dylan.
Dylan. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Whew. Yes, and he said we have a showroom bike. You know what they
With their name on it.
Right. Okay, I bought it. Done. Get out. Let's modify it. And they say like, what? I said, yeah, I have an idea. So yeah, I took it into my shop and then tore it apart. And then realized.
So just for the listeners, real
Yeah.
quick. So you just bought a brand new bike
Yeah.
off a whim, took it into your shop, and ripped it apart.
Took it all apart. I mean, took all the pieces off.
Yeah.
Except for disconnecting main power and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea what that will do to
Right.
the
You
system.
don't even say
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So first off, I had to say I need to raise the seat 2 inches and drop it back 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Tall.
6'5", so that needs to happen. That was the first thing, and then I got my pencil drawing. I have what I made from that P40, and said, "This is what I'm going to do," and started putting on cardboard, styrofoam, and then 60 pounds of clay, and sculpted out my shape in clay.
Wow.
And usually you do this in clay, and then you do make fiberglass molds, which then there you make fiberglass parts. And LiveWire had an event going on, members meeting, what, 3 weeks later? And I said, I don't have time for that. So I did it in reverse. I just made fiberglass pieces, cut them, and brought it up to showed them what I was working
At the
on.
first TV event.
At the first, just the owners.
Right. That was a
gathering,
casual. Yeah. Because the owner's right. The
yeah.
owner's right.
Within 3 weeks, I'm going like, that's so kind of insane.
Yeah.
Because, then you spend long nights at the shop, and the wife goes like, where are you? What's going on here?
Yeah.
So, and the bike lens is really well suited exactly for what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't look back. It rides okay honestly. I am going to see JJ out at Suspension Matters in Azusa on Monday. We will take off the front end.
JJ, shout out.
Yes, amazing person. I mean, I just met him. I rode my bike out there for him to look at. What was this? Saturday? This last Saturday? And said, this is what I want to do. This is what I need to do. And he said, yeah, you do. Because I am bottoming out the front.
Yeah.
So we're going to take it apart, rebuild the suspension, and then it will be at 90%. Yes, finished. And something about electric which I like. The immediate torque at any speed.
Yeah.
You're 90, now we're at 120.
Yeah.
Passing, you have the ability to move out of the way when it's necessary.
Yeah.
Get up and go. No downshifting, no thinking about which gear am I in, what do I need to do.
Stop or go.
Stop or go, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm a fan of that for sure. You know,
And the regen braking.
yeah,
I love it just because you're not braking as often. You're not wasting your brakes as often. It's slowing you down. You just let off the throttle.
yes.
And once you get used to it, accustomed to it, it's a game changer.
Oh yeah, no, and especially if you're driving or riding a longer distance, you know, or through the city.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's smooth. You can
very
come
smooth.
to a stop, and you're coming to a stop. It's different than before.
Yeah.
We go like on a break, and there's always a little bit of harder stop, you know, and now it's smooth on, and you can take off.
Yeah.
Which can be dangerous. Yes, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the city, like at the BikeShed. I'm taking off, and then off the light, I'm at 60. I'm like, oh shit, wind. That's not good, because
Right or error.
yes,
Right or error.
Tickets.
Yeah, but it's there. It's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
so.
Of course. Trust
know-
me. If I was there, I'd
Yeah.
be right next to you at 70.
The only thing I have to say I find is harder to work on is slow maneuvers.
I could see that.
Because there's no clutch where you can feather clutch and gas.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit harder, for
Yeah.
sure. You know,
I
I
could see
think
that.
that's the only thing. You know, which I guess. How often do you do it? I do it every day.
Yeah.
Parking lots, things. That's just how I move around.
Yeah, I've had mine for
So-
a couple years now, and you're right. I don't ride mine much. To be honest, the range anxiety really fucked with me at the beginning. Now I'm okay with it. Now that I have my routine, I'm okay
Yes.
with it. But the range anxiety is real, you know, especially when you get on the highway, and you're like, okay, where's the charging station? I don't know the charge, and where am I going to go after this, and you know, et cetera.
Absolutely.
But my point is, I haven't ridden a lot in slow maneuvering with the LiveWire, and I could see how that's an issue.
Because like when you're in the city
Yeah.
and you're going and there's traffic, usually you can just slide in
Right.
between cars and lanes. Harder to do on an electric, any of them really.
Yeah.
You know, the LiveWire is actually a little bit better than most. It has a different feel on the throttle where you can actually make this work,
Right.
especially with the rear brake. You know, so it's okay, but it's something you need to practice more.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be as
Get
efficient.
used to it and familiar, and
Yeah, no, it's that's the only thing I would say. Actually, I'm lying to you. There's another thing. Harley has their throttle control
yeah.
on the outside of the handle at the end, at the tip.
Harley has its throttle control. Oh yeah, yeah. It's by wire.
Yeah.
It's not a It's not a throttle by wire. It's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's at the end of the grip
Yeah.
over here.
It's
where-
got the teeth there where the
Yeah.
grip and engage.
Where a normal bike, it is at your thumb.
Right.
It feels different. That's it. To me, it does.
Right.
When I'm
I don't know. I feel like saying that's a very German thing to say. That's a very German.
very anal.
Very yeah.
Oh no.
Well, you want to change all bikes around the world now?
This is not black. This is gray.
This is gray.
This is not.
The cup is white. The cup is white.
I think it has a shade of green. It's not.
What do you call it? But all the Harleys now come like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. I think that's a fucking brain thing. I think so because I've switched again LiveWire, Harley, and BMW, and I will get.
I would say
now that you're telling
try
me,
it out.
maybe now you're
because if you go on the BMW, okay, I also ride with 3 fingers on gas.
right.
So I'm turning my knob this way. I'm not turning. I don't use the wrist.
Right.
So I'm turning in the front rather.
No, I do wrist.
So I don't have much pressure on this outside.
Yeah.
I'm controlling speed closer to the inside of the handlebar.
That's also such a German way to ride your motorcycle, just like
with the lipping.
boom, boom, boom. Like the Americans be like, vroom, vroom. You're just like, I'm going to win. Where is this going? Yeah. So you okay with your fingers?
I
Interesting.
don't know. It kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm at a stoplight and I'm cranking to go, but
what about your slow maneuverings? Like when you're doing slow maneuvering, like on the BMW, you're 3 fingers only?
Yes, just actually right in here, just turning this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what are your fingers doing?
I'm gripping it, but
Yeah.
I'm not holding. So I'm turning the throttle. Let's see, there's something around.
This is hand sanitizer, just some. But
yes.
so you're just trying with your fingers out.
Yeah, just speed right here.
What if like a rock hits your fingers? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah,
At that
but that's
speed-
interesting.
At that speed, if the rock hits me, we're in trouble. But yeah, so that means I have less pressure on the outside, so I can feel a delay here, maybe.
Do you feel okay? Now that's a question. That's a real question. Do you feel a delay or do you feel a lack of pressure, like resistance? Because I thought you meant resistance.
Lack of resistance, really.
Okay,
It's
resistance,
not really
but
a
not a
delay.
delay.
No.
Because it's not you turn and the bike doesn't turn.
No. It's a lack of resistance feel. Yeah.
Got it. That's what I imagined.
That's really what it is. Exactly.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Now you're an engineer.
No, not really.
Well, not really. I mean, but you can.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You change it.
I thought about that.
I know you did. I know you did.
But then I like to ride, and then it's down, and then I can't ride. So it's a tricky thing. Patience is not my virtue.
Unless if you just rip all the cable out and pull it and just have it kind of like here. You just turn like, and then you can just do whatever you want, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
I'm not going to go to that extreme.
But that's interesting. I'm gonna see if I sense that. If I sense that. But again, all the Harleys I want to say since like 2016, all the baggers, the Dynas, the Softails, everything, they all go fly by wire. So it's electrical
On the outside edge.
Yeah.
Now you can't put a mirror on the outside like bar end mirrors.
Which, by the way, I have to say, even if you were to change the position of it, I don't think you would feel anything different. And the reason for that is because this system it's fly-by-wire, it's electric.
Yes.
So there is no resistance.
Well,
where on the older bikes, you had a cable, and you were actually turning a cable.
but there is resistance. Because
I mean, there's resistance, but it's not going to be a cable resistance. It's
No.
it's like the new Tesla Cybertruck.
yes.
Have you seen the new Tesla
Yes.
Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Have you seen the steering wheel?
No.
It's by wire. So when the car's off, you can turn the steering wheel, and the wheels are not connected.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when you turn it on, it's a cable feel. So it's gonna feel like a little off, but it's electric, and that's kind of the same thing with this, where it's not a mechanical
no.
resistance; it's a artificial.
Let's go into the detail of
Oh,
it.
let's do it.
Well, then,
That's what this is about.
the handlebar, it comes out to the outside. So the grip you have is hollow, slides over it. This side is looser
Right,
than this side, where it ties down, where it turns.
right.
So you can feel the difference on this side versus this side.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I understand. But what I'm saying is, yes, valid point. But what I'm saying is on the inside, it used to be connected with an actual cable.
Yeah. No, I mean,
And
it's
and when you
different.
would move the cable,
You can definitely feel that.
you
yeah.
can feel it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're right. It's there, but I don't think there's enough resistance, and I don't think there's enough impact that if you change the current system, if you keep the same system and put it here, I don't think it would make that much of a difference. That's kind of my point, because it's a whole new system.
Yeah, I think it would make a difference.
Yeah?
Yes.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Challenge accepted. That much of a difference.
I think so. How about this?
I understand your wife
We should
now.
meet. I need to bring my bike, and then on the bike itself, maybe show you what I'm thinking. If you grasp it, maybe I'm in my head more than anything. I don't know. That's possible for sure.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm just crazy.
Yeah. So. No, maybe not. Have you ridden other LiveWires?
Yeah.
And they feel the same. Mm-hmm. Interesting. But on the BMW, you're solid. On the Triumph, you're solid.
Yeah.
But they're mechanical.
Yeah. It's also different. There's a clutch, and then we have gas and clutch. And
now another thing that's typical in Harleys is, like you said, sometimes the spacing within the grip itself, there's a lot of room in there.
Yes, there's tons of room.
That's another.
You can definitely feel that.
Very popular signature.
Yeah.
Of the famous motor company.
Yeah. Which, but it's a fantastic machine, I think.
Yeah.
Overall, I love it.
No,
I think I rode it now more than I do my GS at the moment.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm talking about I take it to Anaheim, so 46 miles.
Yeah.
Yes, range anxiety exists because of charging ability. Where can you charge?
Right.
It does.
But I'm sure you can charge at home and charge at work, right?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, it makes it down and back up. And
on one charge.
You can.
But range anxiety.
I can't because I'm going 85 or so, 90.
Yeah.
Sorry.
76 in kilometers.
Yes,
kilometers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I don't like to go. I'm going down fast. But then I charge it at work and then bring it back home for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, it's tougher when you go further out. Like rock store out there now. Try to find somewhere to charge.
The Malibu, where the lobster place is at.
Yes.
Broad Street Oyster, which they'll be on the podcast soon.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
So right there's a charging station.
Which was down last week because they're putting
all of it.
They're putting new ones in. So
yeah. The range anxiety.
Yes. And where did I go? I don't know.
Rock store.
No, out friggin' into the valley.
Canoga Park, or
there was supposed to be. Hold on. No. There's a mall, a big mall.
Topanga Mall.
Topanga Mall. Yes.
Northridge.
Yes. Topanga Mall. Went there.
Yeah.
All in use by cars. So now, okay. Downstairs, you can charge with charge point.
Yeah, charge point.
And slow, of course.
Very slow and useless.
Okay.
Sorry, charge point, but you're fucking useless. So I've gone to Universal and hook up. They only have 2 of them at Universal. Yes. I'll hook it up. I'll go in for like 3 hours, come back in like 15 miles.
Yeah, nothing. It's crazy. Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah. No. Unfortunately, yes. And the fast charger, there was one available, broken, out of service. You find that all over the place.
Terrible.
It's unfortunate, yes.
Yeah.
Once that becomes better, yes. Which I think we should have Tesla.
Hey, Elon. Join the Ride Boundless podcast.
Release the European version to America. So you can charge your bike or other cars.
Well, he's doing it.
That's what he says.
No, the contract's signed already. The CEO of Ford says he's going to send out the adapters. I think it starts July.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just made a post about it. He signed it last year. Anybody's going to be able to charge at a Tesla charger. You're going to need to download the Tesla app, even though if you don't have the Tesla. And then you just go, and I think they're doing the software backups right now because each battery is different and how fast it, et cetera.
Yeah.
And starting June or July, everybody can charge at Tesla. I just posted about this right now.
When are they bringing out the app update? Because I haven't seen it.
They'll probably release it once it comes up. Yeah, June, July.
I need to give them a call.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard that, really. I mean, because I have a Tesla since 2013.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
So interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that will change.
I read that, and then I read the big one was Ford CEO or Ford. They just approved that everybody that bought a Ford electric vehicle, they're going to send them an adapter and instructions for the app so they can jump on the Tesla chargers.
Now we need to be able to get our adapters for the LiveWire.
Yeah,
which
I'm sure they're going to sell it separately. It's the very Harley Davidson thing.
Yeah. But that's okay.
You know what HT stands for, right?
No.
So when people buy a Harley Davidson, they go, HD. What's HD? Harley Davidson, right? But when you buy a Harley Davidson, you really know what HD means. And it's hundreds of dollars. Because every time you go to the dealership, it's just hundreds of dollars. And I remember one time I sold this guy a bike, and he walks in and he goes, I know what HD stands for now. And I'm like, yeah, hundreds of dollars. He goes, no, man. Hard dick. And I go, hard dick? He goes, every time I ride my bike, I have a hard.
Okay.
Bro, calm down. Calm down.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, HD's hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
So yeah. New charger? Perfect.
Yeah.
You want it in gold, black, white? You want to customize it?
Okay. I'm into customizing. That's all right.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. No, I know. That's going to be good because that opens up charging capability easily. I mean, Teslas is everywhere, So
of course.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah, no, we'll Google and we'll talk about this and confirm this afterwards. But that was the whole thing, that Tesla had one of the best networks with the fastest charging capabilities, and I don't know if he was forced by government or incentivized to do so, but they did it. It's coming.
Well, I would incentivize him as the government.
Yeah.
We gave you a ton of money to build all this out, so you got to give a little bit back.
Let him wait to get to Mars or something, Let him
And
get off this planet first,
Yeah.
What do you think about Elon Musk?
Fascinating guy. Yes, I mean he thinks outside the box.
I don't even think a box exists for that man.
Yeah.
What box?
Well, we have a box, so he's outside of that box. He's in space somewhere.
Yeah, he's in Mars.
Which is great because it pushes everybody else to go like, hey, we got to do something. Let's do something. No, I think he's great. I mean, that's why I got my first Tesla. It's really, actually not even him. I met Franz von Holzhausen. I don't know. I think he was working with Volkswagen at the time. Young guy. I was younger, but. And as I saw his drawings and things.
You still are.
And I'm going like, he signed them. I'm going to buy the first one. I called him up, said, hey, I want the Model S. How much is it? They're going through the whole thing. It's like 100,000 for the first. I'm going to get, which one's the cheaper one you can get?
Yeah.
They're going to make a 40 kilowatt. I said, I'll buy it. They had no idea what it cost. They said, I don't know, 70-something thousand. I gave them the money. And then when it's ready, let me have it. I knew the design, so I'm going like, I like the look. It's electric. Why not? It's going to cost more. Sure. It's a Mac. It's not a PC.
Right, of course.
So there you go. I think it's fascinating because I like that kind of thing outside. Let's go and do something different.
Yeah.
It's not a car manufacturer. It's really what it is. It's an IT company. They're making the future, So it's really what I like best about it. I like other cars. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Audis and BMWs, of course.
Of course.
But those are cars. Their electric cars are
still cars.
Some other car, yeah. But it's not an electric car. It's just a car that has electric in it, really.
Right.
So they're perfectly built and everything. Out
Right.
of 150 years of experience, which is great. But it does not step outside. I mean, Elon, they collect data, how much you drive, how far, what is happening within the car. So they can build off of that in the next 20, 30, 40 years.
Right.
They're way ahead of the game, which all the other companies had to figure out, mainly through racing, where you get all the developments of new brakes, things, data, information. It's built in right here. Life. I mean,
Yeah, when you put it that way, it's a big step because all the other car manufacturers just didn't have the technology in the time they started and
Yeah.
existed. And as they evolved, all they were getting is better at suspension and acceleration,
which
and
is also
braking,
information at the time.
which is beautiful. No, it
Yeah.
was the top
Yeah.
information you can get at the time.
Yeah.
But Elon, because he wasn't, and I know people are gonna be like, well, he didn't create, a Tesla, but
No.
at the same time, he,
Yeah.
brought it to us.
Yes.
But the people in Elon that made this car, they decided not to go so traditional and kind of start again
Fresh.
back to the box.
Yes.
They said, okay, this is a car's built like this. They were like,
Why?
let's get this box away and build it like this.
Yeah.
Because they perfected it.
Yeah.
I love my Tesla.
Yeah.
And I don't understand the hate or the sarcasm or the, like, are you stupid? My car drives by itself.
Yeah.
I push my turn signals and it makes my son's car seat fart.
Yeah.
Like it is. I watch I don't get it. I love the car.
I love the car as well.
Yeah.
Within my family, I have hate for the car. They hate it.
Yeah, especially as a
yeah.
German.
They hate, they're kind of like, you're selling out. No, I think
It comes out quick. You can tell we got to go to a bar.
Oh boy, we'll be in trouble.
And then we'll record. I should just pour shots.
You have them there, yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, I do.
Okay.
You want a drink?
No.
Okay.
Because I do have to drive back home.
This is
so,
true. This is true.
I think it's a two-edged sword for me, though. I have to say, I love the car driving. To and from work, driving. It's a perfect car. Would I take it into the canyons? Hell no. It has not what I need or what I would like to see.
Right.
So that's,
Yeah.
it's fast. And yes, fast on a straight line and
Yeah.
freeway and open turns. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a car to a canyon.
Well, yeah, no, you take a different kind of car.
I'll
then.
take a motorcycle to the canyons.
Okay. Well, we're talking about cars. So I would take a different car.
No, we're
Stick
talking
shift?
about you and me. Oh, I love stick shift. I
Yeah,
love
so-
stick shift. No, 100%. But I'm talking about my 90% drive.
Oh, 99%.
90% of my
Oh,
drive, dude.
I wouldn't do anything else.
I love going to Vegas, and I have the long range, and
Yeah.
I could make it with the range anxiety, but I like stopping. You know what I do? I take dumbbells. I take 25-pound dumbbells, and when I go to the charging station, I go to Starbucks, grab some
Work out.
coffee, and I just do a quick little workout, throw on some Netflix, relax, continue my drive, get to the the hotel.
Yes.
They charge my car, and then I stay there for 2-3 days, hit a couple jackpots. I mean, go to the restaurants, and then I go home, and I love it. I love it. And then I push a button, it goes, boom.
We're going.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
I love it. I
No,
love it.
I think it's
And look, I have a LiveWire,
yeah.
but I have a Harley Davidson. I have 2 Teslas,
Yeah.
model out, a 16 and a 22, but I have a Silverado truck.
Yeah.
I love driving my truck. But it's $150 in gas every 4 or 5 days.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love the money more.
Yeah.
Excuse
Yes.
me.
No, absolutely. I think it's a tool. What are we doing today?
Yeah.
I'm going to work. This is the best tool to use.
Right.
Am I going to go out in the desert and go camping? I'm going to take the truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's all about what are you going to do? What do you do most? And that should be a deciding factor. How do you go with it?
Right.
Yeah. And yes, I know with electric, the hate is...
It's real.
Batteries, how they're made, with all the raw products, yes, mining operations. Well, we won't get into that.
Yeah, but if we're gonna get into that, do you have a cell phone?
Exactly.
Do you have an Android? Do you have a computer?
Yes.
Do you have a television? Like, come on, get it. Like,
So, yeah,
nobody's
clean.
clean.
Yes. No.
So
But the difficulty is we have now said we wanted to electrify all the cars in 2050 or something. Or even more.
35.
Yeah, well,
35, and it's 11 years.
Yeah.
30 or 35?
Where are they all going to charge?
No idea. We don't have the grid. We don't have the structure.
No.
It's a joke.
You can't.
It's not realistic.
It's not realistic. No.
At all.
So to me, that's like really we're planning all this great idea, but you're missing the infrastructure. I mean, electric grid now shuts down in the summer.
Right.
Can you imagine when we start plugging everything in?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know it's a new one I heard? Because these cars are so intelligent and because they're not getting the gas tax, you know, like because, you know, they make more money off petroleum than electric. They're going to start taxing mileage. I heard a rumor.
Oh, my
This is not.
Yeah.
They're going to hook up to the system, and depending on, they're going to have high areas. Like if you charge at certain times, you're going to get taxed more. If you're driving at certain times, you're going to get taxed more. If you're driving at other times, you're going to get taxed less. But they're going to start doing they're going to implement a tax per mileage. Wow. And that's how they're going to recover what they're losing on petroleum. Yeah. And I heard that, if I remember, again, I forgot what the source of this was. Please Google it. I'm just, whatever. But I think they wanted to try to do something like 2027 or 28. So instantly, that's going to, mess up things.
That's going to,
That's going to be like, that's very,
but
I don't want to say the word.
Yeah, it's not surprising, though.
No. Of course it's not surprising. Why wouldn't you? What?
Yeah.
Just, hey, Tesla, give us a report.
Yeah.
We're charging you guys per mile.
Yeah.
And that's to incentivize people to charge at certain times and to drive less. Fuckers.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
But then we say privacy. You want to know when I drive, how far I drive? I don't want to give you that information.
Yeah, but they have it already.
I know. But
I don't know the exact details. But a friend of mine, he was coming from Armenia, and he landed in Paris, flying to America. He landed in Paris to make a connection, whatever. And he was talking to somebody. He's a comedian and celebrity in Armenia. And he was talking to somebody, and he has two phones. Yeah. And as he's talking to the person, he turns around. His phone's gone. This happened 4 days ago, okay? This is 4 days ago. Phone's gone. He's like, oh, shoot, my flight's in and out. I need my phone, Goes to the police, says, my phone's gone. Yeah. They go, you need it now, right? And he's like, right now. Do you consent for us to activate your phone and locate it? Yeah. He goes, of course. Yeah. They got his phone number, the name on the account. Yeah. Within 5 minutes, the phone was off. They were tracking it and caught the guy. Yeah. Dude. Goosebumps. Yeah. Like, what?
I got the other side of that story.
Well, tell me. Oh, you stole it and they caught you?
Yes. Yeah. I got to see my parole officer later. They broke into our house, took all our stuff, iPads, phones, laptops. Yeah, call the cops. I could track it on my phone. Like, that's where they are. They said nothing we can do.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
And okay, so you're on the airport, there's a controlled environment.
Well, that's America versus Europe. Yeah. Well, because here is you, if I take down these cameras, you can rip this television off the wall, walk away, and I can call the cops and be like, Frank took it. Yeah. And they're going to go to your house. Did you take it? No. But I saw him. Do you have any witnesses?
It's crazy. But they have my phone. They have our stuff. I say, here they are. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I'm going to go drive down and kick their ass. They're going like, don't you dare, because then we arrest you. Yeah. Are you out of your mind? Yep. Yeah, so that kind of...
No, but it happened to my friend's car. Grand Theft Auto. And he located it and found it and called the police and waited for them. And they're like, they can't do nothing. And I was like, what? I know. And it's a BikeShed guy. I was like, what do you mean they didn't do it? He goes, my truck was there and they wouldn't arrest. They wouldn't do anything. I go, why? Yeah. And they're like, because they weren't in the car or something. Yeah. The car's just parked there. We don't know, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, that is some weird shit.
Yeah. Eventually there's got to be sort of that street justice to me.
Oh,
I mean,
no, we don't say that.
Yeah.
We don't.
How about fuck you?
Yeah, fuck you. That's it. That's a good one. Fuck you for stealing.
Batman is on the way.
Yeah. Batman is on the way.
Anyway,
how long?
We went now.
Oh, we went far. Well, welcome to the Ride Boundless podcast, where shit gets crazy. I'm gonna give you a bottle of Ride Clean. Ride Clean is my motorcycle cleaner. It's an all-purpose cleaner. I use it on my glasses. I use it on my helmets. It's been out for 5 years. I used to do expos, SEMA events. Everything would sell out. It smells amazing. It's bottled and produced and mixed in America.
No way.
You can check them out at rideclean.co, which is the sponsor of the show. And tell me what you think. Tell me, it's made with carnauba wax, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you'll love it. Oh. You'll love it.
Yeah.
I use it on my rims. I use it on the engine block. I'll just spray I know this sounds crazy, but I just spray my engine block, and I don't touch it because you can't really wipe down the engine block because of the texture.
Yeah.
All the dust just falls off. It just melts off, goes away.
After you clean it.
No, I just spray it. After I spray it, just boop, 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 boop. I spray it. Once it's dried up, it looks beautiful.
Okay.
I use it on chrome. I use it on matte. At the expos, I used to take a gas tank, and it had vinyl on it. Some vinyl stickers of a logo. Yeah. I sprayed that thing. I'm not even kidding. Thousands of times. Never fucked up the vinyl. Never messed up the paint. I'm telling you, you could spray it on your glasses. I just did a video right now on the helmets. It's fucking amazing. Like, it works outstanding. And the best part, it smells fucking great. And that's something that I was focusing on. It doesn't smell like chemical. Open it up. You can open it up. It smells fucking great. So when you're stuck in the garage, you're not smelling chemical and shit. Like, dude, guys, if you can control the smell of your fucking product, why are you going to make it smell like shit?
Yeah.
Or like a chemical.
I know.
So
that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
The more you use it, the better it gets. I think we covered most. I would love to have you back on the podcast. Talk about, because you work at Disney.
Yes.
You're originally from Germany. You were born there? Born here?
No, born in Memphis.
In Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes,
Holy
Army brat.
Shit, Army brat. Nice.
Yes.
American Army, right?
Yes,
Obviously.
Yes.
Your mom's
German. Yeah,
German,
my mom was
your
German.
dad's
American. Was. He went back to Nam in 72 and did not come back. So.
And thank you for your services. And
yes,
I'm sorry,
no,
man. Rest in peace.
Yeah. And that's another story altogether.
Yeah.
Where
did they meet?
Huh?
Where did they meet?
In Germany. He was stationed there.
Of course. Makes sense.
In my town, in Würzburg. So at the Leighton Barracks. And she was 16 and then came here, had me and my brothers.
Amazing.
So young.
Yeah.
So.
And the crazy part is in other states, that is like the legal age. Well, one, the time for sure. Oh. And two, I think there's states that like, I don't know.
Yes. But she got consent from her parents and whatnot. Yeah. It was, it's interesting, yes.
Yeah. And this happened 52 years ago, yeah.
57?
57 years.
Oh, okay,
that's
no,
right.
Before my brother, 60 years.
Yeah.
For my mom at that time. So, yeah. Yeah, she's 75 or so. Yeah.
So then real quick, before we cut off, what brought you to California? Army, Brad.
How much time do you have? Well,
a few minutes.
Okay, a few minutes. We cut this short. My mom was here. My dad went missing in action. She then got remarried and whatnot. Got into some issues. I came back to Germany with my grandmother because she had health issues. Actually, me and my brother. And we ended up in Germany going to school.
With your grandmother?
Yeah.
But mom here?
Yes. Well, she was here because she had to serve some time.
Right.
No. Deserved time. How about that?
Yeah. Oh.
You do wrong.
Well, I forgot the sound.
Yeah. I don't know what sound really goes with that.
Yeah. Deserved time. No joke. That's legit.
Yeah. So, and then, I don't know, went to school there, did my apprenticeship and everything.
So that makes perfect sense. Your mother went to jail, deserved time, which we're going to save for the next episode.
Yeah.
and your grandmother had to take you and your brother,
Yeah.
older brother, to Germany.
Younger one.
Younger brother.
My older brother stayed actually here.
Oh, he stayed.
Yeah.
Serving time with her? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Accomplice?
Accomplice.
No, I'm kidding. I don't
Here's
want
the
to actually.
timeline. Wait a second.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So you went back. How long were you in Germany for?
Till I was 21.
21. And then you
And-
came back on your own.
Yeah, my mom came to visit. Visit? Because you do, if you're German and you do time, you get exported.
Right.
Deported is the word.
So she
Yeah.
broke into Germany.
Well, no, you get deported, you just get kicked back.
Yeah, yeah.
But then she came baak 2 months later to the
Right.
States on an army transport.
Mm.
So,
Shit.
yeah. Shoot, what are we leaving off here? I don't know.
We're leaving off a cliffhanger to tune into the next episode because we're going to get into details on that. And is there a book coming out? Might as well.
It should be a book, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the guy I was telling you that's been on the podcast, Arthur J. Williams, they just wrote a book about him a few years ago, and now they're making a movie out of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody wants to look up? Used to be called The Countess.
A countess?
The Countess.
The Countess.
Yeah. I think, who was that?
Oh, the movie?
No. Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, Unsolved Mysteries.
Made an episode about that.
The Countess.
Yeah, something like that a while back.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I should name this episode that. The Countess.
Maybe.
That'd be awesome. Frank, thank you so much for
Yeah.
your time. Thank
No,
you for making
thank you,
that of
man.
it. I hope you liked
Yeah.
it. We did an hour and 7 minutes. Until next time.
Yes, definitely. All right.